Alright, welcome back everybody. I just want to know how everyone's doing today, as usual. And quick update, I do not have the new team ready yet. I've been building it. I like to have a team in real life as well as in the game. So there are a few Pokemon I'm still working on and working out items too, because I realize that a lot of these Pokemon like to share common items such as assault vests, citrus berries, life orbs. So I'm really working out on this team, and it's quite a bit of work. And well, as usual, let's just jump straight into battles. My Japan crate should be getting here within a few days, and I could do a unboxing for you guys, which would be a really nice treat. And just something fun to do, change of pace besides Pokemon. Nice Japan crate, some nice Japanese candy. I got some candies. All right, well let's get to it, and let's start with battle off. Tailwind Mawile as usual. Now I will note my new team. I do love the dynamics of the team. I do feel like it's a pretty standard team though, given like what's on Battle Spot. It's pretty common compared to what's on Battle Spot, but there's like little sets here and there that'll just make the team a bit different. Alright, so right away I do want to open with Gengar. Gengar's I see went just damage all around the board. And we'll hit just about everything. My only concern is my main concern is honestly Amoonguss. Other than that, I can handle his team fairly well. So I feel like a very strong opening against my opponent would be Gengar Suicune and Virizion plus Mawile to finish up. For some reason I feel those four give me the best coverage overall. And with Virizion, Mawile, and Suicune I can get tailwinds off if needed. I get quick outspeeds. I shouldn't be too worried about the Amoonguss in general, but you never know what it can do. I'm not bringing my Taunter. I'm bringing my Will-O-Wisper. But regardless, I should be able to find loopholes in my opponent. He might not even bring Amoonguss, but given my team, he should bring Amoonguss. It's very strong against my team, unlike my other teams where there's more than one counter for Amoonguss. My main issue is getting faked out by the Infernape, but then again, like I said, I do have a Suicune. As he opens Amoonguss and Salamence. Perfect. Immediate ice weaknesses, not even worried. Icy winds, and I'm actually gonna get a tailwind off. Reason being, if Amoonguss is well, it actually might spore too. So, what to do? I think Icy Wind and Ice Beam the Salamence. Reason being is Salamence might not even protect, given that he has. Yeah, okay, that was smart with my opponent. So I could have doubled up into the Amoonguss, as he does spore the Suicune, which isn't the worst of his fears, as I can actually get another Icy Wind off, and I gotta knock my first turn to sleep out. So whatever switches in will be losing that speed, or a potential sash, as it is Mega Salamence. I do hit Amoonguss, and this should do a solid amount to Salamence. Yeah, not even worried, as he is Dragon Dancing. I'm not too worried though, because he's sporing and he's only biding time. As he's back to neutral speed here, which means I do get the outspeed, but now Suicune has a chance to wake up, which is bad for Salamence. And the fact that he only gets one return off, that's perfectly fine. I am asleep, as he does get the Sludge Bomb off, which is great for him. I do need to go for an Icy Wind and another Ice Beam. Gengar has a chance to wake up this turn, and Suicune has a 50% chance to wake up as well, as he does go for the Rage Powder. Suicune does not wake up. That is bad news for me. Quick outspeeds. Virizion is an instant outspeed from this angle, I think. Let's see. Was he outspeeding Gengar? I'm not aware right now. So I'm gonna use Virizion as draw bait. Reason being is Spore does not work on grass types, but I'm gonna get a quick protect off, and I'm gonna go for the Tailwind. Because Suicune is guaranteed to wake up this turn, he might just attack Virizion, as I am gonna protect a Virizion. He does attack the Suicune as I thought he would. Going for the Sludge Bomb. My main concern is if it's a Jolly Salamence. If it is, Salamence is now back to neutral with weak health. So I'm actually going to Stone Edge Salamence, given that Virizion will ignore. And I'm going to Iron Head the Amoonguss. Might not KO from this range, but as he is faster than Verizian, which is going to cost me the match. That is my fault there. And yeah, my fault. My bad, guys. I should have sucker punched Salamence. As yeah, this just cost me the match. It's my own fault. I mispredicted, and what can I say? I mispredicted. I anticipated more like sporing. In general, I could have taken out the Amoonguss a lot sooner, but I was expecting like a spore, or I mean a rage powder a lot sooner than that. And good game to my opponent. Let's go into my old team here, and let's look for another battle. I feel like maybe, I don't know, sometimes I lose sight of the battle, and I like get overexcited and think too fast for myself. As Metagross, Hydreigon, Volcarona, very strong team here actually. How to counter that Volcarona? Strong against my opponent's entire team is Bisharp, and to counteract Bisharp, I'm actually gonna take Sylveon. These two together actually do a lot of damage to my opponent's entire team. Hit just about anything he has hard. I will be taking Terrakion. Well, I want to take Terrakion because he hits his Terrakion and a few other Pokemon really strong, and I will be taking Salamence. I feel like these four are easily the best four. I'm sorry if I'm not talking right. So it's because I am changing recording times, and I did just get off work, so I'm recording as I get off work. I don't edit the videos right away. I do editing a bit after I take care of a few other issues, but I do record the videos as soon as I get home. And that's just something that takes some time to get used to. It has a new schedule. I am not done with school yet. I do have finals, but I figured I could start working full-time job and just get the days I have my finals off. So, I mean, the day of my finals, I will be able to get videos at my regular scheduled times and do a few other things. That's just kind of what I'm aiming for. Is my opponent taking his time to pick his team here? It's a nuisance of a 20 minutes here. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a nuisance waiting sometimes. Excuse me there for a second. But yeah, I mean, this team is alright, but I feel like this team was more acquainted to an older meta, as opposed to the new teams that I'm building are acquainted to a newer meta. And it's a lot more adaptive to the meta, essentially, my new team. And don't forget, guys, meta is always subject to change. The meta can change at any point, and anytime this guy is taking way too much time, I'm turning on the timer on this guy. I don't know what his problem is. I would have had my 4 picks so fast. I know I'm sounding like a douche right now, but personally, against my own team, I would have Sylveon, because my team struggles bad against Sylveon. The only counter to Sylveon is Bisharp and Amoonguss. And other than that, I can't roll anything. And his Metagross takes care of Amoonguss, and his Terrakion takes care of Bisharp. So that just means you would end up taking Hydreigon, Sylveon, Terrakion, Metagross as your 4. Those completely wall out my entire team, hit me hard, hit me strong, and that's probably the best 4 I would take. Another 4 could be the reason is I wouldn't bring Volcarona is because I have more than one way of, I have 2 ways of super effective damage, and both ways will guarantee the knockout on it. So that's probably another reason why he's hesitating to bring Volcarona. On top of that, Amoonguss being a grass type does ignore the Rage Powder. And other than that, I don't know. Zapdos doesn't have anything. Sylveon has spread damage. He doesn't have a Wide Guard user. I don't know why my opponent is taking this long, guys. It's really, really annoying. Again, just pick your battle. I mean, maybe he's one of those guys that likes to time stall, and I hate when they do that. They'll stall me out hoping I forfeit, and that's the only way these guys ever win, by time stalling. Call them useless, essentially. They're like Smoggenites. Sorry to all you Smoggin guys out there, but really, you guys kept Aegis/Uber? What are you, a noob? Hello, there's Bisharps, there's Charizards, there's Hydreigons. You name it, it counters. I don't know what this person is doing. Come on, I need a battle. I'm sick and tired of waiting. I feel like this botches the recording because yeah, I can edit it out, but I feel like this guy's taking his sweet time, and I hate taking wins this way. And I feel like if I leave prematurely, it's gonna cost me the battle, and I'd rather not give someone a window after the way they want. So if he picks his moves in the last 10, even if like here's the thing, if you use the timer on Showdown, what happens is you waste the timer. So at some point you're not even gonna have that much time to pick your moves, as my opponent's gonna lose due to inactivity. I hate when that happens. Why waste my time, honestly? If you DC'd, be sure to leave the battle. As we were actually pretty even in rating. Whatever. Let's look for a battle with this team. Sorry about that, guys. Much better, and I'm assuming a dual mega team. Welp. Time to drop back down. Why is he saying that? I'm gonna talk back. Also, he can beat my team. I'm still gonna open with Amungus, and I think Amungus and Bishop are really strong here. As we suffer, we see another RNG. Yeah, man, I hate the RNG too. It is epic when it's in your favor, though. Is I'm opening Amungus Bishop against this guy. It's kind of hard to give commentary plus all this, but it's whatever. I'm gonna take Sylveon, and you know what? Salamence hits my opponent's team very, very, very hard. And I feel like the 4 I picked are probably the strongest 4 against him. As he opens with Scrafty and Breloom. That's perfect. As I'm actually gonna what can I do here? Well, I'm actually going to Sludge Bomb. Or should I? I'm gonna Sludge Bomb Breloom. Protect with the Bishop. I feel like the Bishop switches to the Breloom protect is too obvious, man. So you know what? I don't mind losing him. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna protect for the safe play. Safest play possible. Maybe my opponent's smarter than this, but you know we gotta play smart. As I thought he would. And it's boring actually. Best play for my opponent there. As I'm still gonna Sludge Bomb Breloom. Given that he's probably gonna Mach Punch, I'm gonna switch out into Sylveon. And I got that right. And the Drain Punch. Oh wow, he was preparing for that. It is Sash. Do I get the poison though? I get the poison! That is perfect actually. It happens, bro. As he sends out Landorus. Thing about it is Landorus can knock out my Sylveon from that range, but it has to be a Rock Slide. As I'm actually going to Spore Landorus, and I'm gonna switch. I doubt he's gonna Earthquake. And I'm actually, I'm gonna go for the Hyper Voice. Sylveon's not really gonna do too much in this battle. He Earthquakes his own Pokemon. As he goes for the Ice Punch, does not KO me. This is one of my bulkier Pokemon. So trust me, you're not gonna do too much against him. As I'm actually gonna send out Salamence, and I'm gonna safely Dragon Dance against him. Not much I can do. As I'm gonna, I'm trying to recover some health, and I'm gonna Mega Evolve and Dragon Dance. Reason being is Scrafty's not gonna do anything from this range. He is asleep. I'm Dragon Dancing away. He does have Ice Punch. That's not gonna do anything from that range. As now with the Dragon Dance, I'm actually better off Earthquaking. Or am I? It doesn't really matter anymore. I'm gonna Giga Drain once again, and I'm a double-edged Scrafty for any possible switch-ins. There goes Scrafty. Landorus Rock Slide should not KO me from this range. He's now in Bisharp Sucker Punch KO range. As that is Gardevoir. I'm gonna Spore Gardevoir. And what to do? I'm a double-edge Landorus. Taking out Landorus is like priority here because Gardevoir does protect. Take out the Landorus, perfectly fine. And Spore does not connect, but you know what? I can just, yeah, as my opponent forfeits, I win the battle. All that was left was to Rage Powder and Double Edge. That would have been game right there. So yeah, that kind of makes up for the last game, guys. As I pick up another win here, and now time for my new team, which I am still loving. I love this team, guys. It is so fun with the Tornadus, I swear. Probably one of the best teams I've had out there in a while. And as we get a team that loves to face Tornadus here, as I'm actually going to open Tornadus, and I think Rotom Wash is probably my next strongest Pokemon. Reason being is, or maybe I can go for like Fodder, which would basically mean like I'm gonna draw Tornadus the attention away from Tornadus with like a Ferroform and things like that, because it will draw some attention away. Will do some damage. But you know what? I'm gonna open Tornadus and Salamence here. Reason being, I can get Quick Icy Winds off. I can get Double Edge off on what's needed. I can Intimidate so I can't be KO'd from a Choice Banding Brave Bird Pokemon. Smog and Bird. Another Pokemon to take, really strong, would technically be Sylveon, but not too strong. Sylveon is tempting here, but he's got 2 Wide Guard users. But you know what? I am going to opt in for Sylveon mainly because I can get Choice Spec Psyshock off. And that'll be great towards taking out Venusaur, or Choice Spec Shadow Ball and Aegislash. And my last slot here has to go to, if it does come down to an end battle, I feel that Ferroform is probably my strongest option in a winner-take-all battle, and he's probably going to be the last one standing too. If I can take out the Conch Elder, as it's actually the most beautiful opening in the world. How does it go? It's a watermelon inside a watermelon. Basically, Hurricane. I'm gonna get the Hurricane and the Double Edge off. He could not have opened better for my team. I wouldn't even have brought Conkeldurr, given that I have 3 Pokemon that are effective checks to Conkeldurr. Hurricane may or may not pick up the knockout, depending on whether or not it is Assault Vest or not. He does Mega Evolve. He does Protect. But the Hurricane does connect, KOing the perfect turn, guys. Wow. If he has Talonflame, I feel sad for him if he's got Talonflame in the back. As it's Sylveon. Oh wow. As I can actually just go for another Hurricane here, and Double Edge to Sylveon for the knockout. It's most likely a Choice Spec Sylveon given his team. As it is not Choice Specs, Hurricane does connect, KOing the Venusaur. Can I rock you like a hurricane? Is the quote right now. Who else likes that song? I wish I could put that song in right now, but I don't know about copyright issues. I don't want to like have anything funny. But that's gonna be the title of the video, guys. Rock you like a hurricane, because I'm loving this battle. This poor guy is just like, if it's Garchomp, it's game. He has a really good chance of beating me if it's Aegislash. It's Garchomp. Say no more, say la vie. As I'm just gonna Icy Wind and Double Edge. Icy Wind does connect with Garchomp, does not pick up the KO. Double Edge should pick up the KO. He's probably gonna go for a Dragon Claw and a Salamence. Rock Slide actually shouldn't KO either. And as I'm just gonna go for the Icy Wind and the Earthquake to pick up a quick 4-0 victory against my opponent. GG. I'm gonna rock you like a hurricane. But yeah, that was a beautiful battle, guys. And so thank you to everyone for tuning in today. That was actually fun. I did enjoy that last battle, and I hope everyone has a great day today. And I hope this video goes up on time. So thank you guys, and see you guys next time.